Good morning. My name is Janet Ng, Hearing Officer for San Francisco Public Works. Kim Stevens is the clerk of the hearing this morning. This hearing is being recorded and a sign-in sheet is on the table at the front of the room. Please be sure to sign in for our records and so that if necessary, we can contact you in the future regarding the item you are here for. This public hearing is being held to consider one item, order number 201635, to consider protests filed with respect to the issuance of tentative approval for the following application for personal wireless service facility site permit number 18WR-0356 at 2830 California Street. My job as the hearing officer is to gather the facts for the hearing items, listen to your testimony, and help the Director of Public Works make determinations. I will not be making any decisions today. Instead, I will forward the findings from this hearing and make my recommendations to the Director. The Director will make the final determinations. When the Director's determinations are made, the Department will notify you of them. So therefore, if you want to be notified, please sign in. The hearing will proceed as follows. I will ask Public Works staff to speak first, present the item, give us an overall view of the permit application process, and describe how the application arrived at today's hearing. Afterwards, I will have the speakers in the following order. I will ask that any protesters that submitted written comments to speak. Then anyone supporting the protesters will speak next. I will give the applicant a chance to speak and to answer any of the protesters' comments. Then anyone supporting the applicant can speak next. And lastly, any city agency, including Public Works, can speak and comment on any of the speakers. Each speaker will have up to 4 minutes to speak. The clerk will monitor the time for all speakers. When you hear the first bell, it will mean that the speaker has 30 seconds left to speak. A louder second bell will signal that the time is up. Please clearly state your name into the microphone before you start. Comments and questions should be addressed to me and not to the department or to the applicant. If you cannot finish your comments within the allotted time, you can submit written testimony to me at the end of this hearing. If I feel that questions are warranted, I will ask questions. After all comments are completed, I will close the item. So let's begin. So with order number 201635, may I have Public Works?
Good morning. My name is Leo Palacios, and I will give an overview of the wireless permitting process. The city has limited authority over personal wireless service facilities. Wireless facilities are regulated at the federal level with limited local control, allowing some oversight of design. All authority invested to the city regarding these facilities is restricted to Public Works Code, Article 25, and Public Works Order 184504. The process includes review by San Francisco Public Works, the Planning Department, and the Health Department. If all departments recommend approval of the application, the city issues a tentative approval and the applicant posts and mails this notice to any person owning property or living within 150 feet of the facility. There is a 20-day protest period, and if Public Works receives an objection to this notice, as we have for the application on today's agenda, Public Works convenes a hearing. We have provided the hearing officer, the planning department, and the health department with all objections. Additionally, the applicant has responded to each protest. Public Works Code, Article 25, Section 1513H, which I have here, provide all available grounds the city may lawfully use to deny a personal wireless service facility permit. The first ground is if the health department incorrectly determined that the application meets Article 25's health compliance standard. This would mean that the facility would not comply with the Federal Communication Commission's emissions guideline. The second ground is if the planning department incorrectly determined that the application meets the tier compatibility standards. This would mean that the facility would significantly detract from the defining characteristics of the adjacent neighborhood. The fourth and fifth grounds is if Article 25's requirements for obtaining a wireless permit are not being fulfilled, or that there is a proposed modification to the design and that modification would not comply with Article 25 standards. Also, the third ground doesn't apply to today's application since it's not proposed adjacent to a city park or open space. We will be here if you have any questions. Oh, actually, sorry. For all the applications on today's agenda, we believe the tentative approval was issued correctly. The Health Department found that all the applications meet Article 25's health standard, and under federal law, The city cannot deny an application for emission concerns if the facility is found to meet FCC guidelines. Additionally, the planning department found that all applications meet the tier standards and will not significantly detract from the defining characteristics of the adjacent neighborhoods. Finally, there is no evidence in Public Works possession that demonstrates that these applications will not comply with Article 25 and Order 184504 standards and requirements. We will be here if you have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any protesters who would like to speak? Okay, do we have the applicant who would like to speak?
Hi, good morning. My name is Cole Isles. I'm a representative of Modus. We are currently contracted out by AT&T to assist in the permitting and construction of small cell sites. It is our belief that the tentative approval was correctly issued for the site. I'm here to answer any questions that the staff may have.
No questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else who would like to speak on this item? There are none, so thank you. That concludes this item and also this hearing. Thank you, everyone.